folks. We are in New York City. We are live from New York City with ÂTTN.LIVE. We're at the NFT NYC 2024 conference, and ÂTTN.LIVE is launching our product to the world. It is a product for content creators, for artists to empower them to own their content and monetize it. So I'm here with my new friend SoulCurry. So you're an artist. Tell us about yourself and what you're excited about.
So I've been a traditional artist for over 30 years. I went down the art school route, and I'm a contemporary artist who's worked both in the contemporary modern art world, but also been trying to bridge my contemporary art practice with the digital world. And as technology evolves, as people evolve, as times evolve that we live in, owning and creating digital art has been something I'm very passionate about. So understanding how the mechanism works for artists like myself, especially in Web3, and how do we really make a community, how do we bring our art to a different kind of audience. Authenticate on the blockchain has been something I'm very, very passionate about. That's who I am. I'm a modern abstract cubist artist from Montreal, Canada. And this is what I love to do, and work both in the traditional and the digital media. I've been in the NFT space since early 2021. Have had tremendous success. I've been a multidisciplinary artist, worked on many projects, and been creating my own art. Which I love.
Do you have any examples of it to show?
Of course, this is one of my pieces.
Let's show that to the camera.
This is one of my art pieces, and this is a little bit of a sticker which has all my details on it. I'm a cubist artist, so a little bit of a cubist influence in my work.
This is my sticker.
This is your sticker, absolutely. Yep, that's about it.
I love the Cubist influence, but I also see the traditional Indian background in it, and I really love that, where the traditional with the modern. I love that combination.
Yeah, exactly. So my roots come from India. I live in Canada, in French Canada, actually, in Quebec. So trying to bridge both my worlds, from the eastern part of the world with the western part. The color palette comes from there. I've been a traditional artist, so I've studied art from the different movements. So I'm very influenced by mid-century modern movement, the Bauhaus movement, the Scandinavian art. Definitely, the geometry of the Bauhaus has been a huge influence in my work, and Cubism, of course, something that I studied in depth, and kind of my style evolved from there. I call it Mad Men Modern, so I'm influenced by the 70s, the Mad Men, the series. So somebody coined the name Mad Men Modern, and I'm like, they nailed it.
I love that. I love the intersection. I love the combination of old and new, of east and west, and you're bringing it all together, and it's something new. And I love what you're doing of taking traditional art, physical art, and now bringing it into the digital world, and then empowering your community as well.
And especially as a brown woman in a very different kind of world. When I actually started, there weren't too many people like myself here. So one of the things that I really started noticing early on was that people started relating to me, especially women of color, the voice of diversity. And I decided to become a leader. I'm like, you lead by example, you lead by doing. And I decided to become one of the champions of, the voice of diversity in this space, not just for my community, but for the communities to come, for younger generations. My daughter, for example, she's 17 years old. I definitely am doing it for her and people like her friends, her generation.
I love it. So art, cutting edge, beautiful art to make the world better.
Yes,
all right, well, we've got to wrap up now, but tell everyone where they can find you.
Yeah, you can find me on OpenSea, on SuperRare, on Maker's Place. I'm pretty much everywhere.
So SoulCurry, how do they find you on
I'm
this platform?
SoulCurryArt. You can find me on Instagram as SoulCurryArt, on X as SoulCurryArt, Threads as SoulCurryArt, and on Maker's Place on SuperRare, again as SoulCurryArt.
So SoulCurryArt, beautiful art that's making the world better and doing something unique and different. So thank you so much for this interview. It was very fun. I have a new friend. This was wonderful. I look forward to following you. And thank you so much for your attention.